Welcome. Before we begin, a brief caution. Some of the movements and exercises in the video may not be suitable for everyone. If you have any questions or concerns about your ability to safely perform these exercises and movements, please stop immediately, consult with the appropriate member of your healthcare team, and only proceed when all of your questions and concerns have been appropriately addressed. And now, let's dive in. We're learning the Sun 73 as modified by Dr. Paul Lam. We're in section 2, and in this video, we're going to take a look at single whip and wave hands. So first, let me demonstrate, and then we'll come back and look at the components of each of the forms individually. So our starting position, we had just done an open and close, and so the single whip looks pretty familiar to you, but there was something a little bit different about that wave hands move, wasn't there? So let's take a look at everything, starting with the single whip. You started with the feet parallel and equally balanced. We just finished an open and close. And so we're shifting the weight into the left and stepping out with the right. I'm pouring the weight into the right, turning my palms out, following the left hand. And right now, 70% of the weight is on the right, 30% on the left. Both feet nicely connected with the ground. So far, everything's pretty standard. So let's go into the single whip. So I shift the weight into the left so I can sweep in with the right, stepping out, switching and turning, weight into the right, step to the right, switch, turn, step, switch, turn, step, switch, turn. Okay, so that's 2 cycles. Now, here's where it's different. So I step, I switch, and I turn. But now, putting the weight all into the right leg and pivoting on the front of my left foot. And now I have begun to settle in, pouring the weight into the left foot, ready to go into the next move, which happens to be higher horse. So it's the end of the wave hands that's different. Let me demonstrate it from the back here, just so we see what that looks like. So we had our open and close, and then we went into our single whip. And now our wave hands. Okay, so depending how you want to look at it, It's abbreviated wave hands or wave hands for 2 cycles, but in that third cycle, instead of continuing on to where we would go back to open and close, we're turning and setting ourselves up for the higher horse move that comes next. But in any event, that's where we are now. If we are comfortable with the single whip and the wave hands before, then this is just a slight adjustment on the end, because they are very, very similar to what you did in TCA, if indeed you did TCA. So we'll see you in the next video.